Hi guys, welcome to the second part of the step-by-step lesson. So for the Nightlight, so the first task that I've asked you to do on Firefly, I just turn into the correct page, is to take a photo, just one big spread. You don't need to photograph them in separately. One big photo of page 17 and 18 in your book to show me your design ideas, which you did in the lesson when we were at school, but I realised I hadn't seen them yet or given you any feedback, so I'd really like to see those ideas. Then your next task is to complete the wooden base theory work, which is on page 19, and you will have noticed that at the top it says read pages 45. Let me find that in the book. 45 here and 64, and I realise some of you don't have this book, so what I will do is photocopy it and put it on the Firefly task for you, and it's got lots of information here about manufactured boards, which will help you with those questions and the different hardwoods and softwoods. And let's just flick to 64. And this is all about different finishes on the wood. Okay, you can always use the internet as well. Google is really useful to type in any questions you might have just to see, and I will be available on Teams during your lesson if you have any questions as well. So please feel free to ask. So that's task 2. Task 3 then is to finish the last 3 steps of the step-by-step for making your nightlight, and I'm going to do that with you now. So step 4, the next step is soldering. So I'm going to draw the soldering board, which is basically just a rectangle, so we can practice our isometric drawings by drawing a little isometric box. I could draw the actual solder. What I did is I just typed into Google illustrations of soldering, and it came up with a couple of these design ideas. So that's how I got my ideas. Remember, you can do your own. You don't have to copy mine, but it's completely up to you. I could try and draw a soldering iron. Here we go. Don't think I've ever drawn one before. If you want, you could print one off and stick it in if you like. If you'd prefer to do that, you can. It's completely up to you. There we go. That looks an interesting soldering iron. Okay, and we'll draw the circuit as well. It's kind of wavy lines like this, and then it joins up. There we go. Great. What else could I do? I could draw some safety things if I wanted. Could draw the stand that it fits in. Kind of looks like a coil. Oh no, I think I've ruined it. It looks like a coil thing like this. A stand to fit the soldering iron in. You can go crazy on that one and get creative. The next one is making the lamp shade. Okay, so this is what the lamp shade will look like. You have this, you get to print out any design you like, and that's this piece of paper, and I'll tell you which size it is as well when we get to actually make it. You have a top ring which holds the top of the slide together and goes down like that. You've seen all of these on the examples that I showed you. So it kind of looks like that. You could draw the inside as well, because that makes it look even more realistic. And then you also get lots of different sizes of hole punches, basically. Right, that's an even bigger one. There we go. Okay, and then you can, what we would be doing is we would be hole punching holes into this shade here so the light can get through them. Okay, so that's just a piece of paper or a piece of card which you've printed out a nice design on. I might do another rainbow on mine, and then we've used these hole punches with a hammer, and we have cut out some holes so the light can come through. And then that piece of paper, we could draw a little arrow to show that it goes inside that little cone there. Excellent. So moving on, remember you're writing a description underneath these images of what I am saying. Okay, next step is the assembly. So it's the assembly of all of these different things. We've got our wooden part here, or the finished element here. We've got our finished soldering. We've made our lampshade, and now we need to assemble it. Okay, so remember, you could draw, just so you know what you're doing, you could draw a light version of your piece of wood, just so I know what I've got to fit it into, and I'm making sure it's isometric. Then I could draw my design on it. I can I can rub out the piece of wood at the end because I don't need that. And hopefully you'll see it all come together in a minute. Okay, I'm going to rub out the piece of wood now. Remember, if you are going to draw the piece of wood, just to help you with your drawing, remember to draw it lightly so you can rub it out. Voila. Oops. Okay, and we're making the piece of wood 3D. I forgot I did a really hard 3D by making it curvy like this. Nothing like testing yourself. I'm trying to rush a little bit so I don't bore you with this video. Okay, there we go, got my design. Now I need to add the base of the lampshade on. So it's a circle like that, which comes up, round like that. Okay, excellent. So, and how we glue that on by using just a glue gun. So if you wanted to write that in as well, or draw the glue gun, whatever you fancy doing. Okay, so I've drawn all my elements. If I was you guys, I've written all the descriptions. So now we just need to colour it in. So this circuit board here that we are soldering is green. It's like kind of a greeny blue. If you type in circuit boards to Google, you'll see it'll come up with loads of different circuit boards, so you can have a look, and you could try and draw even better than I have if you want. My drawing's not very good. There we go. I think at school the soldering case is blue. You don't need to know that for any reason, it just is. And solder is grey, so we can just colour that in grey. And soldering iron is silver and yellow. There we go. And okay, so I don't think you need to watch me colour in. As much as I enjoy it, and you might enjoy it watching me, I don't think you need me to colour in the rest of this. You know how to make it look good. Make sure, well, I will colour in this next bit actually, hang on. The top part of the lampshade is black. This bit's see-through, so you don't need to colour that bit in. This card section can be whatever colour you like. The bottom section of the lampshade is also black, so don't forget to add that into your final design over here as well. And this is going to be really good for you practicing your isometric drawing, so I'm really looking forward to having a look how well you guys have done. There we go. Okay. And then remember, if you won't see your design through your lampshade, because that's going to have your piece of card in it, this piece of card. So it's going to look something like that. So when you come to colour it, don't colour through your lampshade, because I'll just do a couple of lines so you can see. Otherwise it won't quite look right. So I've just gone up to the lampshade and then I've missed it out. Hope that makes sense. I am rushing. You guys will colour it in much better than me. Okay, and then also don't forget to do your black outline all the time on everything that we do. So I'm going to quickly do a black outline. Again, you guys can use a ruler. I'm not going to, because I just want to rush. Here we go, and you do all of that, all of this, and again also your final design. Okay, but you do all of it. Okay, perfect. I hope that makes sense. Don't forget to photograph it. Make sure you've got the whole page in the photo. Submit it onto the task on Firefly along with a photograph of your page 19 and a photograph of both 17 and 18. Okay, so that's a lot to remember, but I will get it all on Firefly for you to so you can use it as a checklist. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.